Seth McLaughlin. And another Buford, Georgia. This is the other Buford, Georgia guy. 6'4", 305 pounds from Buford, Georgia. Went to Ohio State.
Ohio.
Now, this is the first time we come across this, but we always come across this a couple times with some of the later round guys here. Nobody lists his birthday, so we don't know exactly how old he is.
Or if anyone showed up to his party.
I'm hoping everybody showed up to his party. I finally drafted a reference on this. 23. I'm guessing about 23 years old, though. He graduated high school in 2020. So you figure 2020. And I'm doing a little math here because I'm 42. I graduated high school 20 years ago, but I also have a later birthday. He's probably around 23 years old. So, but give or take a year, either direction. Who knows? For all I know, he was the kid who got let back a couple of years.
Could be a young
guy. Who knows? Maybe he graduated early. He's really smart. Who knows?
But I was 17 when I graduated high school, so in that case,
I was too. I didn't turn 18 until a couple months later because I'm the August birthday.
Yeah,
so
I was about to say
same as you. Yeah. So anyway, he played his first 4 years in Alabama before transferring to Ohio State. 70.7 PFF grade in 24. He's known for the, let's be generous, say occasional snap issue when at Alabama, including having 3 bad snaps in the 2024 Rose Bowl alone, including the last play of the drive, by the way. We talked before about wide receivers saying the most important thing is catching the damn ball. I think the most important thing for a center is snapping the damn ball.
Literally, that's their job.
Yeah, that's what differs you from a guard. besides the slight placement on the line, but that's what it is. 47 career games, including 10 this past year. He's, like I said, he's got some decent experience. Went to 2 big schools and succeeded at both. I mean, let's be honest, Ohio State and Alabama are 2 of the biggest schools in all of football there. He's got good size and strength, great with his hands, solid footwork. So, his form is not too bad overall, but his pads do get a little high at times. We talked about it, that punch we talked about before. Again, you want to be the guy that's a little bit lower, especially so you can push on the shoulder pads a little bit there. That was a little weird motion. If somebody had this in quiet, it's like I'm trying to adjust myself. but you want to try to get under the shoulder pads and pop them there specifically. But, when you're a little high, it's harder to do that kind of stuff. You want to get a little lower. You want to be the lower guy. His arms are a little bit short as well. I just can't get past the snap issues. Let's be honest. I can't.
That's
a big issue for me. I think if I look at him as a guy who I think could play guard, and I can have him as a backup that has a backup interior offensive lineman that can play guard or center, then what the hell? I haven't seen him work out a guard. I don't know if he's even willing to do that per se, but I mean, let's be honest. It's just what you got to do sometimes when you're this kind of pick. He's going to be a day 3 pick. And again, he's got some good things about him on his play. His snaps the biggest issue. So if you can get him as a backup offensive lineman that plays guard, plays center in a pinch, then why not? What the hell? But he's not the guy to be like, oh, God, thank God we got Seth McLaughlin. We're good now.
Like you said, if you got him as a depth piece that could possibly develop to one spot, you teach him how to actually snap the ball to the quarterback or, whatever we're going to do. I can get behind that. But, if you're talking about bringing this guy in to be your number 1 starter right away, you're going to have some issues. There's going to be some Fabrowskis going on.
Yes.
And
that's what happened in that game. You saw that if you go back and watch the last play of that Rose Bowl, literally Jalen Milroe running for the ball because it went behind him. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad. You can't do that.
No.
So I can't be too excited. But if you get him the 5th, 6th round or something like that and just see what you can do with him overall, it's not a bad spot. But if somebody wants to take him 3rd, 4th round, I think you're way too early.
Yeah.
Way too early.
Listen, I would even give him if you take him, he's one of the last ones in the 4th round. All right, he's got really good footwork. Like, and if you think you can move him over to like, a tackle guard, kind of like use him versatile.
Definitely guard. His arms are way too short to be a tackle.
Yeah,
a little bit short for center. That is the T-Rex version of a tackle now.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, if you think you could switch him over and get some more use out of him, just besides being a backup center, or if you think he's going to be a backup center where he could be a backup in other positions, yeah, I can see like the versatility of him. Like, but if you think he's going to be, your number 1 starter overall, and you got to steal in the draft, you're probably getting bad information.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please.